Star Lords. Personal log, Aurrn, Commander of Eternal Alliance Military Forces. I don't get it. I keep trying, but I just can't wrap my head around it. Theron Shan betrayed us. He's a spy. Colonel, he's the spy, Jorgen told me. And it's true. SIS best of the best, son of a Jedi Grand Master and the Republic military's supreme commander. But from what I can gather, he's not really their child. Not as such. He's a child of war. Never knew much about him personally. His youth. Always kept that to himself. Strictly professional, if often sarcastic. Been digging into his record since the incident on Ubara. Still only have an incomplete picture. Hoping that laying out some of the highlights may help clear things up. Pursuant to our agreement on Iokath, Malcolm's passed along what information he could. Whatever wasn't classified above my clearance. Former clearance. But much of it was still heavily redacted. Not sure if that's the Republic playing coy or Jace trying to protect his son. Whatever the case, here's what I know. Theron joined the SIS around age 20. Hard to pin down exactly due to the lack of birth records that kept his parentage secret so long. Presumably he had attempted, and failed, some measure of Jedi training beforehand, as he seems to have their mental discipline and attention to detail, but none of their power. Or emotional control. His early SIS career involved disrupting slave rings serving the Empire, both within Republic territory and without. Run-ins with Black Sun, the Exchange, the Hutts, all within a 3-year period. Commendations, promotions, etc. Continued running counter-espionage operations across the galaxy, denying the Empire whatever he could, wherever he could, over the course of his 16-year career with the Special Information Service. And that's the extent of the official record that Malcolm was able to give me. The rest was so heavily redacted as to effectively not even exist. T-701, an astromech droid working with the Alliance whose past is almost as colorful and checkered as Theron's own, was able to clean things up enough to glean a bit more. Towards the end of the Cold War, Theron was signed to an intel gathering op which uncovered some sort of Imperial superweapon. Sunraiser? Nothing I've ever heard of. From the description, something immense. Some sort of rapid automation shipyard which could have tipped power heavily in the Empire's favor. Apparently he got the kill on a Darth Mechas? Not just a Darth, but a member of the Dark Council. Kid had heart and guts. Would have been a prime candidate for Havoc Squad. Theron was also involved in taking down the Ascendant Spear. That I knew about, offhandedly, but I had no idea he'd been this involved. Tracking, infiltration, sabotage, and killing another Darth. All with limited support. Almost puts my brother to shame, and he's a full-blown Jedi. And then there's everything I already knew about him. The alliance between the Republic and the Empire to bring down Revan, to hunt down the Emperor. His work for the Alliance. Rescuing my brother and I from Argon's trophy vault. And everything up leading to the final defeat of Valkorion. But even with this clear picture, having laid things out and looked at his history, I really don't feel like I'm any closer to understanding his motives. Unless his goal is the destruction of the Empire, and he currently sees the Alliance as an obstacle to that end. Seems like he has his parents' patriotism and loathing for the Empire, but is, ultimately, more his father's son. He's not after peace. He's after victory for the Republic at all costs. He's the spy. I keep coming back to that. Part of me thinks there's something more to this. It can't just be some sort of rogue bloodlust. Double cross? Found something between the fall of Zakul and the discovery of Iokath that he's been running down solo for the security of his op? I just don't know. Whatever's going on, I intend to see this through. Finding Theron Shan is my top priority right now. End of log.